I feel like
Hello.
I feel like we should jam when we hear that
I
little
really
intro.
like does the music play out to everybody else?
Yes.
Because I hope everybody was jamming with us because I was getting it back here with my elbows or my shoulders.
Your shoulders.
Are you putting your elbows into it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was putting my elbows and shoulders.
Silly.
Welcome back. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. Welcome back to the No A-Hole Policy podcast. Hi, sisters.
Hello.
Hi, sisters. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I walked in the door about 15 minutes ago. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I got out of bed about 15
you-
minutes ago.
Yep. Ditto. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I decided that I thought it was a good idea at 4:30 to return and exchange a whole bunch of items.
Hmm.
Yeah, I thought, and then it was like, oh, I'll make it home in plenty of time.
Yeah.
And I had to go, at 4 stores between here and all the way to Sanford. But I made it.
Day after Christmas. You're crazy.
That
No
is
way.
crazy.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
I
doing
know.
that. I don't want to be outside that much.
But we did it. So welcome back to the No A-Hole Policy. I know we were gone last week. Did everybody miss us?
I missed you guys.
Really?
I did. Yeah.
So we have a lot to catch up on. We have so much to discuss from what's been going on over the last week to Christmas, the holidays, what that was like. Gabby's back on the East Coast time.
About
Lots
time.
of stuff going on. So,
Mhm.
and really want to discuss the HOA.
The HOAs.
The HOAs. It's a brand new year. The HOAs. So
Yeah.
we're about
And
to
it's
get
the same
into it.
HOA.
It's about to, yes. So let's get into the show.
Welcome to the No A-Hole Policy Podcast, the show where you'll find 3 sisters who talk about everything and nothing all at the same time. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's see what madness we can get into tonight.
Every time I hear that intro, I have to sit there and go, is that Angie?
Is it-
And I'm
is
like,
it
oh,
you?
no, it's me.
That's you.
It's your beautiful voice.
It's like,
And
oh,
we
it's
really should give props out to the jingle master who made the jingle, which is your wonderful son,
Yes.
my nephew,
Elijah.
Elijah, who made our jingle. And
I love our jingle, by the way. Like it's
jam.
it's jam.
It's jam. And to our I almost called her sister-in-law, but she's our cousin-in-law. Yeah.
/ sister-in-law, kind of.
Yeah.
Right?
Sister-in-law sounds weird,
She might as
right?
well be. Yeah.
Yeah. Claudia, who is responsible for our new motion graphics.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, thank you, Claudia. Yay.
It's a blessing.
It's a family affair. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So we were absent last week. So just to kind of get kind of where we were and what we were doing, what's the 411 on where we were last week? I'll let Christine kind of go over all of that.
All of that. Well, it just so happens, I guess, when you turn 50 that shit starts falling apart. Because I am struggling. I'm on the struggle bus for sure. But ended up in the hospital for about a good 4.5 days. Pretty scary. And that's why we were not here talking about the HOAs of the world. But I have to say, my faith is strong. My faith is everything that I have. So have it be tested. Me and God were not seeing eye to eye on some things because I'm like, sir, I'm here. I'm, go Jesus 100%. I'm on go Jesus team. But this was a bit of a scare. So I do have some doctor's appointments I have to follow up with. And I have to say that um, the family support was amazing and still is. Um, so I am trying to reconcile with that and trying to sit my tail down for a little bit. But it's hard. It's hard because I want things done my way, and it's probably what ended me in the hospital. So, um, but uh, Angie was there. I mean, I think I ignored Angie for maybe about a day, and she didn't really care. She just showed up at the hospital with her coffee in
Mhm.
hand, was like, "You're not answering. You're not giving me the answers I want." Not the fact that I wasn't answering. It's the answers. Nope, don't got any answers. So she showed up, and um, and the boys, and it was really difficult, and I think it was really difficult. I think Gabby, when I saw you one time, I was not. I
Mhm.
was. Yeah, it was a tough time.
Mhm.
Seeing my husband go through some stuff is just um, kind of humbles you, and eh, you know. But that's it. That's it. Because if not, I'll start crying. But
Mm.
all I got to say is God is good, um, all the time, and
And all the time, God is good.
yes, Amen. He pulled this. He got it right, and I'm staying faithful to His promise and His word. So, but that's where we were. So thank you guys for being patient, and yeah. So today I was like, "Oop, we got to get back on the grind." And I think Gabby, at the same time we were thinking about it, at the same time was,
Yeah.
um, "Are we going to record?" And I was about to actually text. So, and you know what? Before I even move on past this, I want to say, um, I have some amazing freaking kids.
Mhm.
My daughter China and my eldest boy showed up at the hospital, and they made sure that Tito was straight, everybody was straight. China came, and she made sure things were handled. She tried to meet up with her aunt, um, and the little ones here. They're really pulling together, and I didn't want to just bypass them. They uh, really showed up. So I really appreciate, and they're still doing that to this day. I mean, they're getting on my nerves, but I love it. Mom, are you okay? Mom, you okay? Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. So, um, but I got a great brother-in-law, my niece, everybody was just great. So if y'all are listening, I can't thank you enough. But I'm here. The Lord didn't take me, so 2024, watch out.
Mm. 2024, watch out. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So, but that's where we were.
And Gabby, you are now an East Coaster
I am.
again.
I'm back in Virginia. Let's see. Last week we were doing our last leg. I will tell you that you know, 15 hours in the car does something to test every boundary of your relationship. And especially when you make your partner drive you 3 hours off course to go see some white sand, because I was very passionate about going to the White Sands National Park. And like on our way there, David was like, that this is going to take us about like 3 hours off course, like going, enjoying, being there and looking at the sand and then getting back on course. And I was like, we're going. This was also after taking this poor man to a tent in the middle of the Arizona mountains, which we did not arrive to until like 9 o'clock at night. So it was like pitch black. We could not see the tent at all. It
Oh,
was terrifying, but then it was also magical because the stars were like so
oh,
incredible.
yeah.
So yeah, we went through a lot, but we made it. And
Are you
and
guys still together?
we are still together. We have decided that 15 hours, like we said to each other, we were like, you don't know what your limits are until maybe you go through that. And now we know
Mhm.
15 hours, that's where we
That's it.
have to
That's
draw the
it.
line. We cannot be in the car for 15 hours with each other, driving through I-10. Like, it's just not a good idea.
Yeah.
So yes, but yes, we made
Long as
it.
you guys are, as long as you're still a couple at the end.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah, we still love
yeah.
each other, and Yeah, and we got to see his parents in Mississippi, and then we spent like one last night, just him and I, in Augusta, Georgia, in this like swanky little neighborhood. It was so beautiful. The
Oh,
houses were just like gorgeous. Um, so yeah, we stayed in a little like in-law suite there. We weren't in one of the swanky houses, but
so is
but
this
yeah.
the first time you're meeting his parents
Oh no,
or his mom?
I've met his parents a couple times. We
Oh,
went
okay.
last year for a friend's wedding. Was in Abita Springs, Louisiana, and so we went
Oh,
and
okay.
stayed with his dad
So I was gonna
last
say,
January.
after that long drive, then to meet the parents, be like,
No, 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 no. I have met them before. Thank goodness.
yeah,
Yeah, because nothing's coming in like a little crusty off of a road trip to meet your
Yeah.
yeah.
parents. Yeah. This is what,
Hi.
or, or that would be the test. If you can handle this version of me after
Right.
2 hours with your son, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
Mm-mm.
could be
Yeah.
the test. Well, I'm so happy that everything is, better with Christine. That
Mhm.
was, you know, trying to keep my emotions in check until I knew she was in the clear. And then when I knew everything was like good, then the emotions, like, I just let it loose. Um, so that was not fun. I mean, it's not all about me, but it really is all about me. Like, that was not fun. So yeah, that was like, yeah,
Yeah,
not
no
fun.
bueno.
No bueno.
No plan
Um,
to do it again. Don't worry.
thank you
That's
very
good to hear.
much.
Yes.
Appreciate it. And then, having Gabby back on the East Coast, back, even though we're not going to see you anymore, on the
I
East Coast,
know,
you're on
right?
the West Coast, it is nice to have you back home,
Yes.
back
Yeah.
And in
home.
the same time
So,
zone. In the same
Yeah.
time zone makes a huge difference.
so it feels good.
Yes.
Everybody's back home where they belong. So
Yay.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And I just
Yes.
got home. Like I said, I don't know what I was thinking, running all those errands after Christmas, whatever. But then when I was coming back home, I realized that I had not shown Sophia some Christmas lights that were right around the corner from here. And I was like, ooh, we have to go make a pit stop on the way home. So went and showed her these Christmas lights. I'm not kidding. They have no less than 100 inflatables at least. The whole, it
Mm-mm.
is wild. It is wild. They've got music, the work. It is
And it's by your house?
yeah, it's on the other side in a non HOA development.
Oh,
Let me
yep.
preface that.
Here it is. Here
Right?
it is, ladies and gentlemen.
It is
Them transition.
all,
She's a queen of transitions.
I really am. I really am. It is incredible. I mean, it is unbelievable. I mean, one, it was so great to see Sophia. It was like, wow. I mean, just utter delight and
Mhm.
awe and like, and she videotaped the whole thing, but it was like
Oh.
very reminiscent of, 6-year-old Sophia, like, wow. And she was like, this is so cool. So I was so glad that I was able to have still that Christmas moment, with Sophia, to see the lights, and it felt really good. And she's like, oh my God, did you see the gnome band? And because there was like a little stage with like 3 little gnomes like playing music.
Oh
It
my
was
gosh.
adorable. It's
Oh, I gotta go
adorable.
see it.
Ask Sophia to send you the video. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh my
So
gosh.
loved every moment of it. And I was thinking, I wonder, because we're new in this house. And, some people would say it's gaudy, it's too much, whatever, this, that, and the other. I was like, I wonder if that would be allowed in this neighborhood.
Mhm.
Because this neighborhood is a little. Mm.
No, I
Mm.
think it would. Your neighborhood had these mo the scary, well, no, not scary, gaudiest, whatever, stuff for Halloween going
Mhm.
in. I think we
Okay.
should have some gnomes going when they
Well, this
have
is
the
it.
Grim Reaper, is that what they're called?
Okay,
Grim
so
Grim
check this out. There's this one house that went full on, like, not just Halloween stuff, but full on, like, pretty demonic, satanic
Yes.
stuff for Halloween.
Yes.
Like
Right when you come in.
really, yeah. And it was like, I love Halloween. I love Halloween. I'm here for it all the time. But this one was just a little like, you're enjoying this stuff a little too much. There
Yeah.
was no like friendly pumpkins or Casper the Ghost, or this was straight like, if you come here, you could be sacrificed.
We're gonna
It
we're
was a
gonna
little
eat we're
weird.
gonna put you, like, in the cauldron or whatever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And so I was really looking forward to seeing what they did for Christmas.
Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
Not even a wreath. Nothing. 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 Nada. Not a wreath. Not a bulb. Not a Christmas tree. Dry as a bone. So
Dry as-
every time I go by there, I'm like, I'm praying for whatever is happening over in that house.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So we're in this HOA, and I do like living in an HOA because it does help keep, it helps keep things tidy. Nobody's house is going to go rogue. You're not going to have to worry about, somebody letting everything go to crap, and then it starts to affect your home. So there are benefits to it.
Mhm.
However, there are instances where I'm just kind of like, seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously? So my first real run-in with the HOA was in my sister's lovely neighborhood, Christine, where this guy,
He's a jerk.
That's a nice way of saying it.
Yeah.
we're gonna
I
say it
think we
nice
gotta
way.
yeah.
We're gonna be polite because this is the no a-hole policy.
Yep.
So this was when we were staying with Christine over the summer, and we came and we were like unloading stuff at her house. Everything was like very last minute, very chaotic. And we're unloading the cars and bringing stuff in, and we see him walking towards us. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. He's coming to help us unload and bring it in. I'm so like, that's so nice of
Not the
you.
welcome wagon.
No, he comes over and starts, while my hands are full of stuff, you can't park on the streets, right? We're going to tow your car. And I was like, okay. Now, I noticed that my nephew, Roberto, who is a very, very polite young man, very, very polite, walks right past him, doesn't say hello to him, doesn't acknowledge him. And I'm like, that's not my nephew. Like, he doesn't ever do that to like anybody. Just straight up ignores him. And I was like, okay, so there's beef, and I'm late to the party. There's beef going on here somewhere. So he starts to lecture me about we can't park on the street, this, that, and the other. And I was like, yeah, no, I know. And I said, yeah, my daughter's car was towed last night. And he goes, yeah, I towed it. Proud is all get out. Like, he should have just had the bun that said, I towed your car. Because he was that proud. He's like, yeah, I towed it. I towed it.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, because she didn't get home till almost 3 that morning. He towed it at like 4:30 in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And we had to get them like passes to put on their car. And I don't think she put it on that night or whatever.
Yeah.
And he knew the cars had passes on them.
Right.
But since it wasn't there, he didn't.
Oh
He towed
my
it.
gosh.
He gets
because they would have to park by the lake and walk in. That's what's so wild.
Yeah. Totally proud of it. Knew that she didn't get in until 3. And so because we got up super early in the morning to move it, and it was already gone. I was so annoyed. I was just like, but like proud.
Yeah.
That he towed it. And for me, I was just kind of like, wow, like, no, look, there should be rules and everything like that. But like, how about just some neighborly love?
No.
You know what I mean? It's not like we were habitually parking on the streets and
Yeah, or like 10 cars deep, just like,
right. Nope. One car.
Didn't care.
wow.
Well, I drove by when we came back. I think it was from your house, Angie. I don't know. Or we were going to church or whatever. I think it might have been going to church. And it's his house, then another house, and then a house in between. That house had a car out front. So it must have been, it was this weekend. So it was Christmas. Had a sticker on it saying warning, like, don't park here. We will tow your ass. It's Christmas. These people have family here.
Visitors, yeah.
And he wants you guys to all park by the lake and walk in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Christmas.
and he's got a whole slew of Christmas stuff out. Well, just because you have reindeers and crap out doesn't mean you are a Jesus follower and he has a certain flag up in his garage. So whatever. But it's like it's Christmas. What is wrong with you? How are you going to
Yeah.
tow people or give them warning signs? He's the worst. He's such a jerk. But I've seen him. I think Tito just said recently he hadn't seen him that much around. But then again, I'm locked in the house. Like no one's taking me out, but it's like he's just a nasty old man.
Mm.
Just a nasty old man.
That's just miserable. So I like HOAs, and then they are the bane of my existence in some components. And it is one of the reasons why we did like a house over in the next neighborhood, but it sits on a golf course. And when we took a look at their bylaws, I was like, yeah, no. We just knew that there was no way we were going to be happy living over in that neighborhood. No way.
So when you bought your house, because I rent, so when you bought your house, it gives you like what the HOA standards are, right?
Right.
Okay.
Mm.
So when I was doing, my research for this podcast, I was reading some of the HOA shenanigans, and one of the posts they were saying was this lady had just bought her house, but she was her mother or someone across the pond got sick, so they were leaving for a while, and they were having people house sit. And they were concerned that the house that they purchased was going to their house sitters were going to be asked to leave. Like you can't. I don't know. I mean, and someone says as long as your house is not exchanging money, then they could stay. I was like, what?
So were they not allowed to rent out?
You can't rent your house if you buy your home. You can't rent your house.
So technically,
aren't those bonded homes? Those are bonded homes, though, right?
So we could rent our house here if we wanted to, but it would have to be for a minimum of 7 months to rent our home. So like we couldn't rent it for anything
Airbnb or anything.
Yeah, we can't do Airbnb.
Oh, well, no.
And we can't rent it for less than 7 months. So the minimum would have to be 7 months.
No, she was going across the pond. She had just bought her house, so she was having someone house sit, and she was like, "I'm afraid." I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me? It's my house."
If she didn't think, if she thought maybe I'm not going to be gone long, and I just need somebody to like maybe rent it for like 2 months to cover the mortgage. That's probably what her fear was. Yeah.
That's nuts. That's
because like we couldn't do that. Like if we left, let's say if we had to, go somewhere and said we'll be gone for 3 months, we couldn't do a short-term rental for 3 months here.
But I don't think I think they were just house sitting. I think it was family members that were just coming.
Yeah, I think that's what they said. As long as
you can't pass money.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
So let them stay for free, or
I guess.
Yeah.
Wow. I definitely learned a little bit about HOAs in preparation for this episode because I don't own a home, and really it wasn't until a couple of years ago that I had rented my first like house, right? I had always been in apartments. And so I just, when you're just not exposed to something, you just don't really know too much about it. And I just, I wasn't aware of one, how popular they are in certain states and less popular in other states. Like
Yeah.
California and Florida are the two highest states with HOAs. I think like California, excuse me, was something like a 37 or like 40%. Florida was like just shy behind them just by a little
Oh
bit.
my
That's talking
god.
about like almost almost well, let's just say at least a third of their homes in the entire state. That's a lot of homes are
Yeah.
all like within an HOA. So that is so incredible to me. But
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, Angie, about like the benefits, right?
Yeah.
Like I had never thought about that. Dad and I were talking earlier, and I had asked him like, "Have you ever lived in a house that was like governed by like an HOA?"
mhm.
And he was like, "No, I would never,
Never. Would never. He don't even wanna wear a
never. I would
seatbelt.
never." I
Yeah.
know, right? Um, but then we kind of talked about the reasons why you might, and like you were saying, you don't have to worry about your neighbor's home kind of going to filth or whatever. And I started asking, I was like, "But well, why would that matter?" And he was like, "Your property value starts
Mhm.
plummeting as soon as like someone else, like, he's like the real estate agent comes down and is trying to show your house off, and your neighbor has like grass that's like a foot tall, or shutters that are falling off of their house. Like the people who are looking at your house are probably not going to buy it." So
Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah, it was very interesting to kind of understand why somebody might want an HOA, but I have some horror stories here that
Oh,
And finding a good HOA, I like our HOA.
okay.
We've had little tiny hiccups, but they they don't overly nitpick. And we did get really worried when we very first moved in. We took out the trash, and the day I brought it in just up to the garage. I hadn't brought it inside of the garage or to the side of the house. I had just brought it up. I don't know why. Um, and we did eventually bring it in or put it, the can where it belonged. But then, within like a day or two, we had received a notice from the HOA that your cans are not allowed to be seen from the street.
mhm.
They either have to be around the side of the house, and they have to be covered by the hedges or by something. So now there is a hedge that covers a trash can, so you can't see it from the street or inside of the garage. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like, the trash can was literally only out in front of the garage
Yeah.
for a couple of hours. It
Yeah.
was not long. So I was like, and we were only here like a week or two. And I was like, are you kidding me? Right? Is this what we're going to be in for?
Yeah.
But there are things, I mean, we break the rules all the time, particularly with the car decal on Charles's work car,
Oh,
because
yeah.
Okay.
technically that's not supposed to be visible, and they haven't said a word. They don't care. They don't seem to care. They're not worried about it. I think that they're more worried about maybe big work style trucks like tow
Wait,
trucks
wait. So if you have a work vehicle, you can't park it at your home?
or
You have to cover 'em.
you have to cover it. So no commercial vehicles is what it is.
Yeah, so Tito has to cover his. I think also it could be you might have competition, like Tito and Charles they work for the same kind of business, but
Competing
2 different
companies.
companies. Yeah.
Okay.
Could you imagine them sitting side by side in the driveway? So, like,
Also,
maybe
I think for aesthetic purposes, I can understand why people don't want to see a
yeah.
bunch of commercial vehicles, like
Okay.
you don't want to see tow trucks or, big rigs or,
Yeah.
that kind of thing,
Okay.
stuff that's like clunky. Yeah.
I don't know,
So
but it makes our country like it helps our country run.
I don't disagree. And that's
You
why
know
I
what I
think some
mean?
people
Like,
are like, you can, and that's your choice, right? That's all about choice.
yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
can
yeah,
have
yeah.
an HOA or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
And they
you
can
gotta kind
have
of
it there, they just have to cover it.
Or put it in
right.
the
And
garage,
so
yeah.
I'll put in the garage.
Okay,
Right.
okay,
And like
okay.
he drives a sedan, so it's not like a
Right,
rig.
right,
It's
right.
just a regular
Yeah.
car and it just has a decal on it.
Mhm.
So we
So
don't have any issues there on that.
so my sister-in-law, she can't comment on here. So she's actually mentioned because she says she doesn't have an account. We're gonna need you to get an account, Mimi, because I know you're listening right now. So I'm gonna need you to get on that quickly. But she says, I am the queen of HOA. I currently pay 6 separate association fees
Oh,
every
my
month for 2
snickerdoodles.
properties. Trash cans are HOA's bread and butter. Her husband gets pissed. And she says, we get a notice every other month. She goes, same, no commercial vehicles. I choose HOA, I choose HOA over not every time. So I'm assuming she,
Okay, okay.
so the
Yeah.
guy next door to us has, because we were talking, because we get notice about cleaning our driveway because God forbid, there's some dirt on our driveway. I was
Okay.
talking to the neighbor next door, and Tito and I were over there, and he went and he had to get his tree cut. But there's like a little stump, and they want him to knock that part down. And he's like, you can't even see it. So they
Mhm.
charge him every single month. I think Tito might have to chime in and comment.
Yeah.
I think it's um $25 or $75 every month. And he's like, I just put it part as my mortgage. He pays the HOA and he pays his mortgage. Because he's like, I'm not going, because it's a lot more money to it's just a stump.
Right.
And he's like, nope. And he says he's doing it based on, was it I can't think of the word right now.
Principal. It's principal.
Principle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the
Yeah.
people next to him, the same thing, because they have their they work for the electric company. So they have their work vehicle, but sometimes they will leave theirs out. I get completely upset. I tell Tito every now and then, and Tito, if you're listening right now, please go check and see if your car is covered. But I'm like, did you cover your car? Did you cover your car? Did you cover your car? Did you? I'm always paranoid about it because I hate to have a notice, but
Yeah.
I get it.
I see.
He goes,
I
don't get me
I
started.
don't even think that I don't think I could choose an HOA. And see, this is why I need to be out in the country on a farm away from
Oh my
everybody
gosh,
because I don't think I could. I don't think I have the I don't know, I don't think I have the patience to, like, have somebody else tell me how to have my home if I'm paying to that's my house.
yeah.
Like, this is
Hmm.
mine. Like,
Hmm.
but at the end of the day, it's like, is it really ours? I mean, we could get into a whole thing about that, but
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't like and I get it. I get the benefits, of like keeps your neighbors in check and then like we're all playing the same game. We're all
Hmm.
here to make sure that all of our properties. But yeah, that's why I need to just be out with acres between me and the next person so that ain't nobody got nothing to say to me. I'm just out there by myself. Maybe I have a big old rig in my yard. And and
Yeah. It for us it's not bad. It seems like we have more Lindas in our neighborhood than anything.
Oh,
Linda.
yeah.
Because
yeah.
so there's a neighborhood Facebook group. And we've gone to a couple of HOE meetings and they've been pretty benign. Nothing really nothing that is like, oh my, this is a problem, right? So it seems to be
Mhm.
pretty mild.
Okay.
But so there was a home that first went up for sale and then all of a sudden it just went for rent. And some new renters moved in. And it was up for rent for maybe like not quite a month. So it had gone a few weeks without being mowed. And this was in the middle of summer where grass just kind of grows like
Yeah.
crazy. So it was looking a little bit disheveled, when the tenants moved in. They hadn't been in the house not even a week. Not even a week. and there's a post in our Facebook group. Says, to the new people who moved in, you really need to mow your lawn. And I was like, lady, they just moved in.
Yeah. Give
Like
them at least a week.
like they
Let
just
them unpack.
moved in. Yeah. Thank goodness that some people in our neighborhood said, hey, they just moved in. If you want to be a good neighbor, how about you offer to mow it for them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or give them some time.
Yeah.
Why don't you do something to help them instead of publicly
Yeah.
shaming them.
You know what I mean? Like, knock, how are you doing? Welcome to the neighborhood. And I was so glad that the overwhelming majority of the people that were in there were like, hey, we are really nice people. We're not all like Linda. And they literally like called her out. So there was 2 people who were like, it doesn't matter. It's unacceptable. Your lawn should not look like that. And then everybody else was coming to their defense saying, hey, I got a mower. I can come over and help you.
Yes.
Or just take your
Awesome.
time.
Yeah.
Take your time because you just moved in.
Yes.
Like, don't listen
But
to
I
this.
would also think that it would be the owner's responsibility while this house is up for rent.
I agree.
So Linda also then put the property management on blast, put the property management's phone number and name of the company, which we didn't know because all it had was a for rent sign. So we didn't know who rented it because it was like one of the ones that you buy from like Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yeah.
It was like the company one.
Right.
But they said for rent and then the phone number. And she was like, this is who it's managed by. You can reach out to this company. I was like, what?
Holy damn.
With all that energy you've got, how about you do something
just
productive
mow the
with it?
lawn? Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you've got way too much time on your hands. Enough time to probably mow the lawn. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And then when they mowed it, she was like, thank you for mowing the lawn.
See, I couldn't.
That's okay.
Couldn't.
There's a woman who I really, really like, who lives on this street, further up the street. She was like, girl, please take a seat. I was kind of like, I really, really
all
like
of the
you.
seats. Like, take
Yeah, like
literally
all
every
the
seat
seats.
possible. I want you to have all of them.
Yeah. 'Cause she was like, girl, you are so extra. Like, don't be doing that. Like, that's not what we're here for. This is not what this page is for. So when her daughter was selling chocolate last week, I'm like, I'll take 2 of everything because I like you. So I'm not kidding. She was very cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the follow-up questions I have for you, you said that there was another house that you were potentially interested in, but that you had saw the bylaws and that's what kind of helped you make your decision. Can I just know, like, what were some of the bylaws that maybe you were like, no, that's
parking on the street.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No parking.
You were already traumatized.
I was already like, have you met my family? Like, when my family comes over here, we are literally like the whole
street.
And I start to tell the family, park on one side of the street,
yeah,
so that it's easy to drive.
So it's like,
otherwise, when people have to drive, they have to like ping pong their way through. It was no parking on the street. Really, really strict. And we have some here, but they're pretty lax. Pretty strict rules on what you can plant. Things like that. Property lines are and the fees were just exorbitant.
Yeah, that was another thing that I had looked up when I was looking at statistics, just because I didn't know that much about like HOAs, which I found really interesting that like the HOA popularity, the ones with like the lowest, and we can all make our own like judgments, but Oklahoma, Mississippi, and Arkansas are the 3 states with the lowest HOAs. And we're talking about like 2% of the homes are in an HOA.
Yeah, because they're like freedom.
Yeah, they're like
free country.
Screw you.
Yeah.
But yeah, the average annual fee for HOAs in California is like $4,700. Same thing in like Florida.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like around like it averages about like $300 to $400 a month. That's insane.
Ooh,
you know what? It's just that expensive if you live in a condo for their HOAs. Are just about the same.
Wait, condos have HOAs?
If you own them? Homeowners? Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, homeowners
What the heck
association.
did you
Yeah, because it pays for all of the
Housing owners authority. I don't know. I knew it stood for something association. Sorry, I keep hitting
so
the
we
table.
pay $260 a quarter. So just a
Oh,
little
okay,
over
that's not bad.
$1,000 for the year.
Okay.
Yeah, but once
Yeah.
you start getting, like, the pools and you have recreation and you have,
Oh, yeah.
the
Okay, well, see, if
gates
my
and stuff like
HOA's
that.
given me a pool, and they're giving me
Well,
things to
But
do.
you have a pool, but you can't have people come spend the night? Are you freaking kidding me?
yeah. That's now that
wild.
those are some
Yeah.
of the things that get voted on during our meetings. Like they were talking about putting in a little park, and they're like, okay, we can put a little park for the kids, but then we also have to get insurance, and that goes into your
Oh,
HOA fees. Because
yeah.
all those things kind of play a role. So if you want a
Yeah.
little park, that's fine. Everybody's HOA fees are going up because you got to get
Right.
liability insurance.
Jeez Louise.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
And I
right.
think you have some kitties. Your neighborhood's full of kids. Are they voting for that?
Is who?
Because your neighborhood has you guys have some young couples there, some kids and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised that they voted for it.
So they vote on it, and it was an overwhelming no.
Really?
Yeah,
They were like,
because
fuck these
I
kids.
mean, yeah. Well, one, it's Florida, so there's parks everywhere.
Yeah.
We're not far from the beach.
And you
you
have
know what I
the
mean?
That's
So,
yeah,
true.
the springs are right around the corner.
Yeah.
True.
There's lots
Yeah.
to do outside.
Yeah, there's lots to do. Yeah.
And on top of that, you guys have a lot of property that you can build a pool if you want anything, or put a jungle
Mhm.
gym in the back. Yeah.
And there's quite a
Sure.
few houses here that have pools.
Yeah.
So not a problem.
Huh.
Yeah. So so for me personally, I'm not mad that we have an HOA
Mm.
because we've lived in some areas where I'm kind of like looking at the neighbor and I'm like, oh, it'd be really nice if they mowed the lawn.
Yeah.
Where it was like habitually an issue, right?
Yeah.
So it was like we have a member in our family where I'm not sure we want to live next door to them.
Child,
You know what
I
I mean?
wouldn't even live in the same city.
Okay. So
But
there's that.
boom.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think I'm not worried about our property value going down.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I
no.
mean? It's
You live in a
secure.
nice area.
No.
Yeah.
It's a nice area. It's a nice area, but it's not stuffy.
No.
It's not.
It's good.
They're not stuffy. They're like just except for Linda.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
got so much time on her hands.
When she's got the numbers, she's like, make a call. They haven't mowed the damn lawn, and it's been 72 hours. I don't care if they've moved in yesterday.
Who has that much time?
Linda does.
Linda.
Linda does.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not trying to pay an HOA. I think the only way that I would want to live in an HOA is if I'm living in a high rise and I have a doorman or bellboy man or whatever they're called.
Uh-huh.
I'll pay for that. Out in a condo.
Yeah.
And if they bring my car around.
Right.
And maybe drive me.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I need a lot of amenities.
But I think I would do that for a condo. I think if it had a lot of amenities.
Like
Because
a
there's
door
lot of these
holder, right?
high-rise- Yeah.
Like somebody
Say
to open the
hi,
door
Mrs.
for you.
Delgado.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
gosh,
will-
that would be swanky.
Yes, I would be totally for that. Because
Okay.
they have these new high rises. I don't know how they are in Virginia or if they were like this in Washington where you were. They have all these high rises now that have all of these
Like full floor
shops and stuff like that. They have shops on the bottom. Like we were driving by one. I don't remember when Tito and I were driving by. I said, damn, you and I can get into an argument. I'd be like, I'm going downstairs for dinner. All I'm doing really is going downstairs and eating at some restaurant.
Right.
I'm all for that. I will do that.
Yeah.
I will pay an HOA for that.
Yeah.
Then
I think
then it would just see who.
in a condo.
Yeah, I would
Did we lose Christine?
She would what? She would what?
She would what?
Can we
And
guess?
yeah, she would do something. Frozen little Christine.
So while she's coming back,
Yes.
I have a HOA revenge story.
Okay, I need to
Which
hear
I
it.
just kind of love these kind of, you should have just taken a seat, right?
Yeah.
When you stick your nose where it doesn't belong, karma's got a way of coming back at you. So this lady wrote this letter, and it was, kind of HOA revenge stories. So here's a lady. She says, usually before work, I go on about a 5-mile walk with my dog. So first of all, not me.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Before work, I just open the door. I let Charlie out and leave the door open until she comes back in.
Yeah.
She says, I live in a condo, so I walk about a 1/4 mile up the road and walk around the neighborhood. About 8 months ago, while I'm walking, a golf cart with actual lights and sirens pulls up in front of me. This huge old lady, I kind of a little bit laughing that she wrote huge old lady.
Huge old lady, yeah.
Like two adjectives that weren't necessarily needed, but
They
she
weren't
added
needed
it.
at
Huge
all.
and old. Okay. This huge old lady gets out and starts yelling before I can even get my headphones out of my ears. Turns out walking dogs isn't allowed before 7 a.m. according to the HOA. I informed her that, first of all, I don't live here, and second of all, the streets were all public, so she couldn't really do much. She responded by threatening to call the cops and have me arrested. I told her to do whatever she wants. She would do whatever she felt like she had to do and walked away. This really pissed her off. So she started following me in her golf cart with the lights and sirens going. This continued for about 10 minutes until the cops arrived on the scene. I stopped and talked to them for a bit and explained my side of things. In the end, I had every right to walk my dog at any time, day or night. As for her, though, they tested the siren, which exceeded noise levels for any time before 8 a.m. Then to top it off, she didn't have it registered for use on the public roads, and the taillights didn't work. As I looped back around, the golf cart was getting loaded onto a tow truck, and I kind of just laughed the whole way back home to my condo.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Yes. Yeah.
Walking, but this is really reminiscent of the guy at Sherry Christine's
Okay, yeah.
where he came in like noise disjointed for like no good reason.
Right.
Like wasn't bothering you, like totally fine. So crazy. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy story, and one that I'm glad that she got that instant satisfaction of revenge. She didn't have to like walk away thinking about like whether or not, who was right. She was like, do whatever you think you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you think you need to call the cops, call the cops.
Call the cops. But not only that, she did not initiate it.
Yeah.
It was all of this other lady's own undoing.
Yes.
He was the one who precipitated. She was like, I'm minding my own business.
Yes. Walking a dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, granted, who's walking a dog at 5 a.m.? So, because I agree with you, I'm opening that door, letting Ringo out, and then I am coming back for him later.
Like healthy people. Like, no.
Yeah,
no.
Exactly.
No. Yeah, so unbelievable. So here's another. Every week, multiple days per week, the HOA compliance lady would drive around and look for things to send letters about. This week's mission was to find vehicles parked in the street. Never mind that I had my truck in the street because I was cleaning the driveway per a previous violation. That tipped me over the edge. I started calling the cops on her every single time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I love that it was because she was like attending to another HOA violation,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
she got violated again. Like,
Wait, is that Christine's friend?
oh, maybe
That could be her friend. If that was
that
you,
could be
text
her
us and
friend.
let us know if that was you.
Yes,
You just
please
say
let us know.
handling one with the other. Yeah. But Gabby, I think if for whatever reason you do decide to buy an HOA, get a copy of
Yeah.
the bylaws in
Yes.
advance.
Yeah, seriously.
You
I
never
didn't
know.
even know that that was a option. Like, I didn't even think you could see, HOA bylaws before you buy your house. But I mean, that makes sense. Like, obviously, you want to know what you're getting into before you get
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah. Most of them you could probably get you could find them online publicly if you just if you
Okay.
look up the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But your realtor should definitely be able to get it for you as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said that your HOA had left you a little notice about your garbage bin. I just want to call out that one of the horror stories that I found was that there was an HOA who sued one of their residents, not even notification and then, and like a fee or anything. They said HOA sued us for leaving our garbage bin out one day past garbage day, a total of 5 times in the 3 years that they lived there. But because of those 5 times, they sued the residents that had lived there.
What?
I'm like, wow. I'm like, can an HOA like bring
Lawsuits? They can put a lien on you.
What?
Yeah.
So when
See?
you try to sell your house, if they have a lien on it.
Oh, this is crazy. It's like if you don't pay your HOA fees or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. The HOAs are and we had put in a request for we want to put a shed in the back. And
Okay.
so we picked a nice shed. It was beautiful, resin. It was a nice looking shed. So we got all of the specs, sent it in and then got it denied. Excuse me. It was denied. It said that because it was over 6 feet, it had to be the same color and compound of the house. So basically, it had to be an actual structure.
Okay.
But so we were like, okay. But here's the thing: our neighbor across the street has a shed up. Has that shed? They didn't ask for
that
permission.
one.
They just put it up.
Yeah. Ask for forgiveness, not for permission.
So it's like, what do we do? Do you know what I mean? Like, we already asked permission.
You already
and
asked.
We're told no. So we got the warning. They
Yeah.
just went ahead and did it.
They just went.
And to boot, we knew for sure, as it is with most people, you can't put a structure butted up against like the fence line of your neighbor.
Okay.
It's like because they want like an easement between you and your neighbor, and usually just like a couple of feet.
Okay.
It is butted up against your neighbor's property line. And I'm just kind of like, so we asked, we said, hey, like they had their shed up and they were like, well, you could take that up with the board, but we don't want to go like,
yeah,
causing problems. Like
Yeah.
they got one, so why didn't we get one? You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
We don't want to
yeah,
be like those people.
Yeah.
But I'm
But
kind of like,
damn.
yeah, it's like, really? So this is what happens when you try to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And we got told no when they've just broken the rules. But
Yep.
The rules all the time anyway because of the car. So it's like, do we really want to push our luck? Not really.
So
But-
do you have to build it of the same material as the house?
If it's over 6 feet.
If it's
Yeah.
over 6 feet. Okay. Okay. So you could just find one less than 6 feet.
Yeah, but I mean that really.
But
then
like,
we're
yeah,
watching
but how
somebody-
is that going to work? Like Charles is 6 feet, so
Yeah. So
yeah, so he's definitely going to be crouching.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Okay.
be enjoyable
Yeah,
for him.
that's not going to be a good situation. Yeah.
Yeah. So
No.
it sucks. So, anyways, Christine, before you froze,
Yeah,
Oh goodness. It's this podcast life stuff, man.
podcast lifestyle.
I don't have no idea what happened.
yeah.
Life.
I'm back.
Life
Oh,
happens.
you were starting to say I would, and then we were like, you would what?
Oh, So, did you hear I would pay for an HOA in a
Okay.
condo if
Okay.
I had a doorman
Yeah.
that said,
Okay.
"Hello, Mrs. Delgado."
Okay.
Um, I would do that, and someone to bring my car around.
Yeah. And drive it.
Not like I'm driving anywhere. Yeah, and drive me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think I would probably prefer to pay an HOA in a condominium because I
Yeah.
think that because I don't. I mean, yeah, I just don't want to. I'm not going to be mowing anything, and I just want to be
Yeah.
somewhere safe.
Yeah.
So I'll pay for somewhere safe.
Okay. I think I'm with you too. I wouldn't pay for one in a home, but I also wouldn't live close enough where somebody else would affect my property value. So, like I said, I'm just going to be out in the country.
Yeah.
But if I were in a condo, I might pay for one in especially if a doorman is going to greet me. Like, I would love to have
Yeah.
that. That's
Wait,
amazing.
and I would also have one if they would come and pick up my trash. If I could just,
Oof.
if the
Leave
trash
it
chute was,
outside the door.
or yeah, they just come every like twice a day,
Yeah.
morning and yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I had that in my apartment.
Oh, it's the best. Yeah.
I literally I can't even explain to you like the type of life that you live when you don't have to take out your own trash.
Yeah.
And they
Mhm.
came I think they came twice. I'm trying to remember how often they came. I think they came twice a week. If not, they came at least once a week. But I was just living by myself, so I didn't have a ton of trash that I needed to go out multiple times. But good lord, all you have to do is just put the trash out. Just open your door, slide it out, and then it's just gone. They just take it for you.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
really quite amazing.
Yeah.
When I
I would
first
do
lived
without
with
it.
Charles, we had trash service,
Yes.
and they would come and pick up, and I think it was like twice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
and
sometimes I
it
think
was
Trash
just
ballet.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I think sometimes in the apartments here that they have them in Florida, they have like a little box outside your apartment, like a little
Oh,
looks like a little planter. You can put
yeah.
your trash
Mhm.
in and they just pick it up. You can't
Yeah.
leave it out there
Yeah, yeah.
for 2 days, but like if they're coming, you put it right in there.
Yep.
I would pay for that.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely a worthy service. I will say, completely off topic, has nothing to do with HOAs, or maybe it does. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they're gonna like ban these. I saw today, which like I don't watch a lot of cable, so I don't see a lot of commercials. I just don't like I usually watch streaming services. So commercials are very foreign to me. But dad loves cable. So we watch a lot of cable here. And I get to see a lot of different commercials. And today I saw one for this new service called oh crap, I already forgot it.
Impactful.
I
Yeah.
know, right? I already forgot it. But anyways,
Totally want
it is
that.
yeah, it is a service that it comes and and it's not new or groundbreaking. I know that they already have these out there. But it's a laundry service. They'll come pick up your dirty
Mhm.
laundry and
Yes.
then bring it back for you.
Mhm.
And I started thinking to myself, man, I really hate doing laundry. Like I wonder is it worth like would it be worth like I wonder what the cost would be
It's
of
very expensive. I've looked into it.
yeah,
It's
you've looked into
very
it? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're not there yet. But hey, you guys could help us get there. You guys could
Yes.
help us be the type of people
Yeah.
that send our laundry off to be done. Help us be those kind of people.
That will not be me. I will tell you what we are saving for. So for laundry for Gabby and Christine, you can say your luxury item, and I'm going to show you my luxury item.
Uh-oh. Oh, let's see.
Is it a
Stay tuned.
puppy?
A puppy. She's not getting a puppy.
Oh, I don't know.
She
I
has-
felt like
she
she was
has-
about to go grab a puppy and bring the puppy on screen. I had no idea what was about
If
to
she
happen.
did, Gizmo would be very upset. What is that?
Reunion concert fund? Whose reunion? Oh my
Lord have
goodness. Lord have mercy.
mercy.
Wait, don't be hating. Don't be hating.
We are totally not hating.
We're not hating.
We're not.
Yeah,
We're
so
not.
I gave
This
to the
is
girls.
beautiful.
This was a Christmas gift to the girls, and they were so excited. They
Both
were
of the girls are BTS fans?
hardcore.
Oh wow. I thought it was just Sherry.
No, Sophia too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do
hardcore.
know that I have to do this for Lydia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do
We're
know
going
that.
to Korea 2025.
Oh, you're not taking
Wait,
my
is
child.
that when is 2025? You know for sure that's when it's going to happen.
Yeah, because they're in
The military.
the military right now. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. Well, you
one
guys
of
have.
them comes back in June because they staggered their entrances. So the first one has already been in just a year. And so he comes back in June. They
So
come
what are
back
they going to
staggered.
serve? Just for a year? I'm
They
confused.
serve 18 months. 18 to 22 months.
How you just serve in the military for 18 or 22 months?
Yes, but it's every able-bodied man. Every man in Korea.
Oh,
It's
like
mandatory.
it's
They have to.
mandatory.
It's mandatory.
Damn.
Mhm.
Okay. I
Ain't
see. I
that
was
some
saying Lydia's going to be upset, but she's not taking my child to Korea.
Korea?
That'll be a hard.
I don't know, but by then 2025 Lydia will be what, 13 or
She's not going to Korea.
could be a life-changing experience.
It could be. She's not going to Korea. Okay.
Lydia,
So
watching,
have our
I
time.
advocated for you.
no.
But the girls were so excited. Okay. Oh, sorry to anybody on Instagram.
Sorry.
Oh, bye.
Okay.
So now we know 1 hour on Instagram. It was probably in the fine print that I just overlooked. Anyways, so yes, this is our reunion concert fund. But the one of the members comes back in June
Okay.
of 2024 because he enlisted in December of 2022.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Yeah.
how are we getting money into there? Is anytime they say a bad word?
Oh no,
Or-
I mean they're actively putting money in. So it starts calculating the total.
Oh,
It's one of the ones where it calculates the money.
I
as it
have
goes
one
in.
of those.
See, I need one of those. I was
Yeah.
gonna buy. We were stopped at. Where were we stopped at? We were stopped somewhere. I can't remember. Somewhere along the I-10, and there were these cute little piggies, little piggy banks. And I was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna get a piggy bank because I remember having a piggy bank when I was growing up, and that was how Dad taught me how to save. And then he was like, "Imagine how satisfied you will feel when you get to break open that piggy bank," not knowing that I was also going in with my tweezers trying to pull dollar bills out. When I really wanted maybe some candy at the dollar store, because that's like
Yeah.
my weakness. I would go in and just try and how can I pull this dollar bill out of the piggy bank? But yeah, I almost got one, but then I was like, no, I don't need anything else. I can't put anything else in this car. But no, I like that. I didn't know that there was
Yeah,
one that will
I have-
calculate.
Yeah, I get this from Sharper Image, and it just like
Okay.
as you
got
put
one
money in
off
there,
Temu.
they start to calculate.
Even if you put dollar bills or coins?
So if you
You
all
can add it.
coins now, if you put a dollar bill in here, then you can just manually add it.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can manually add it
How much
too.
do you have in there now?
Okay, I love it.
Like $6. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know how much I have in mine. We have one.
Yeah, like $6. Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to Korea.
All right.
Yeah, not doing that. You have fun.
Yeah.
Send Lydia pictures.
Damn.
Dope.
Yeah, the girls were like so excited. They were so excited. They were like,
Yeah.
"This is." I'm like, but we have basically because they will not come back together until really at least the second half of 2025. So
Yeah.
it's almost 2 years.
Okay. So you got more than enough time to like rack up the bills.
Yeah.
Rack up the dollars.
Not taking my
I got the
youngin
cheddar
over there.
cheese.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm excited. Anyways, we've been at this for just a little over an hour. Sorry, Instagram people. I mean, I don't know why we're saying sorry because they can't hear us anyway.
Because they can't hear
They're
us.
gone.
They're
But
gone.
wait, hold on. Before we go, I wanted to let you guys know what I'm watching.
Okay,
Hold on.
tell us.
Oh, what are you watching?
I am watching. I just started. It's on Hulu. It's called Black Cake.
Black cake.
And watching it, makes me want to miss Grandma. I want to miss
Oh,
her, but makes me
you
miss grandma.
makes you miss her?
And when you guys watch it, you'll understand why.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
really, really
I love
good.
black cake. If
Well, it's
nobody's
not
had black
based
cake,
on the black cake, but sort of is on
so
the black cake,
so
but
good.
you'll
Yeah.
you'll get why when you guys watch it. It's actually
Okay.
I just watched one episode.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Oh.
on the second one, I think. I was watching as folding clothes before it came on here, and I was like, "Oh, I miss my
Oh,
grandma."
it's based off
Huh.
of a
It's a
book.
book. Yeah.
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 Oh.
So, China, I think, said she had the book. But when you guys watch it, I hope you guys do, because it took me forever, like 2 seasons to get, well, Angie to watch The Chosen.
Mm.
Gabby, I'm still asking to watch,
Hey,
but
I watched Ted Durango.
Ted
Lasso.
Durango, yeah.
Okay.
But and you know what else I'm watching? And we keep dancing around like the thing, our guilty pleasures or whatever things that we're
Mhm.
doing. Have you guys watched God, so embarrassing. Sister Wives?
Okay,
No.
I haven't, but I've been seeing a ton of memes about it. I've been seeing a lot of maybe you're the you might be influencing my feed, Christine, because I've been seeing a ton of sister wife
I
content.
I
Okay.
I literally I can't. It is
Okay, do we need to do I am totally down for a full Sister Wives breakdown for the next episode. Because
Yeah,
I'm like you, I have never watched it, but I don't know what's going on, but it is popping up everywhere
everywhere.
in
I
like
am dying. I'm
okay.
literally dying.
Did
I
wait,
don't
hold
know
on.
how.
Did he get he got a new wife, right?
No. Okay.
Oh,
So, yeah, yes and no.
yes and no.
So,
Okay.
but you guys got to go back a season and a half, 2 seasons,
Yeah.
but you will be so locked
Okay,
in.
Gabby, can you binge 2 seasons before next week?
Easy peasy. I only work one day this week.
It makes,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then you got to and you have to watch the reunion, because don't watch the reunion now, because there's like 4. I'm losing my shit. This guy is, I,
Oh my gosh.
it
Okay, so
is
how do we watch
crazy.
it's on
It's on
Hulu.
TLC, right?
Oh, it's on
Yes,
everywhere.
yes.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can go back, Angie, because you and I have the same YouTube TV thing.
Oh, it's on Max too.
Oh,
Is it?
it's on
Did she?
everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's on everything.
It's
Okay. So right now it says it's got 18 seasons. So we're gonna watch seasons
you
17
want to
and 18.
watch. You want to watch. What is it? You want to watch? I want to say. Watch 16,
16,
17,
17,
18. If you can do that,
Okay.
you will
I
lose your shit.
okay, I'm gonna do 17 and 18 because I don't know if I can if I start at 16, I don't know if I can do 3 seasons in a week.
You
Yeah.
will. You will.
But I
She's
can
like,
do
you will.
You
You
will. You
will.
won't stop. You
okay.
will
Oh,
not
wait,
stop.
they're only 30 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's so easy.
Okay,
You
all
know
right.
what? I just realized the memes I've been seeing are from when they were a lot younger.
And because
Oh,
Cody,
because
oh,
yes,
Okay, okay, okay.
that's the
All right.
name. That's the name I've been
That's the
hearing.
here. Okay, so we're gonna watch season 16, 17, 18 before next week. Next week is gonna be a Sister Wives recap. What the
Okay.
heck
All right.
episode? Okay, is
yeah.
that deal?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah. And we can't get
Sounds
on,
audible?
apparently, not get on Instagram, because it will take more than an hour.
yeah.
Because this shit is wild.
Okay, all right. So, all right. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Sister Wives. Wait till I tell Charles. Charles is gonna be like, "What are we
He's going to be
watching?"
locked in. He's going to
Is
be
he?
upset. Because Tito started watching it and he was like,
Is
what?
it? Is Charles gonna get? Charles is gonna get upset. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
He
I'm so
is.
ready. I'm so ready. I'm
Okay,
gonna
I'm
ask
ready.
Dad for his login.
Because I haven't gotten Tito to watch this season, because he will be so in. He watched last season and he was like, I can't believe, I said, I can't believe I'm watching this. I don't even know why I'm watching, but I'm here for
Okay, Sister
the
Wives.
madness.
Yo, TLC has some wild shows.
They
This
really
is-
do.
So
They really
those are the
do.
2 things I've been meaning
Okay.
to tell you guys about the Sister Wives, but watch Black Cake. It is, you guys will, at least the first episode, you guys will thank me because it's really good. Oh, and my friend who I swear we're related to her. I don't know if she's listening right now. She's Chinese, and I'm gonna mess it up. Chinese and something, and
Okay.
Jamaican, I think. And we all look alike. I had asked her, I said, have you watched it? She goes, oh my God, yes, I'm watching it now. Just finished episode 7. One more to go. It's so good.
Okay. We gotta watch
Okay.
it. Done
All right,
and
so
done.
we're gonna watch it.
But watch Sister Wives. That's the
Okay.
goal.
I'm gonna see if maybe we'll start it tonight. We'll see how.
You're gonna be mad. Gonna be mad.
Oh boy. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I
'cause
think
you get the goods around 60. I mean, it's all good, but what's happening now is what's happened over the last 2 years.
okay.
Oof. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Sister Wife
yeah.
it is.
So now we know what next week's topic is. I don't know what next week's topic was going to be, but now we know.
Well, it was. What are we watching? So
there it is.
we're watching a Sister Wives.
Yeah. Yep. Well. Yep. Exactly. I can
Okay.
take a break from Blacklist for a little
Yeah.
Sister Wives.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All
We're
right.
good.
Okay.
Sweet.
Well, we've got our task for next week. I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm ready. I'm glad to be recording. Again, we're going to see you in the new year. It'll be 2024
will.
when we see everybody.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll talk about resolutions after we talk about Sister
Whew.
Wives.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I think if we make any resolutions, let's let it sink in for a week and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. There we go. I think that's a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I think that. Oh, yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's the second. Yeah, I go right into fasting. So I was going to say have our wine, but I'll be right into fasting that.
Yeah.
As long as I can, depending on medication.
I am
But yeah.
thinking about, yeah.
It's a week, Angie. It's a week of fasting.
I know. I can do it. Yeah.
What kind of fasting do you do?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I do the Daniel's fast.
Okay.
It's usually about, I've done 40 days, but I'm going to probably just with what's going on, I probably will just do a week, as much as I can.
Is it like no eating the whole? Like
No, I gotta eat.
Oh, okay.
No, I think it's all plant-based.
It's plant-based.
Okay.
It's anything that you can have. So it'd be something I would eat off not even off your farm, because I'm not eating no damn meat off your farm. But
You would.
but anything that is that I can eat, like legumes and I actually kind of like that kind of stuff anyways.
Yeah.
So but you can fast anything that so the time that you're fasting is the time you should be spending time getting closer to God and stuff like that. So I will be so I'm not sure when I think our church starts I can't remember, but I usually go right into it after the new year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I probably will only do a week. So.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. No problem.
We'll see if Angie's gonna. I don't know.
I think you should. Fasting's great. I love fasting.
Yeah, I don't really mind fasting. Fasting's not really difficult for me because my my appetite is pretty suppressed anyways.
Yeah.
It's just that whenever I do get the urge to eat, then I just eat whatever's closest to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it
could be red vines.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the red vines.
It's the red vines.
So it's not so much. My worry would be if I don't have anything available to eat, then I just won't eat.
Yeah.
So that's why plan a little bit better.
Well, that's why you have to fast something that is going to disrupt your time.
If I really wanted, it would be sugar.
Yeah, fast red vines.
You can fast red vines.
It would be sugar. Yeah.
Or fast
I'll do the sugar with you.
Or fast YouTube.
Oh.
Well, I can't. That's part of our job.
Well not on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And on that note,
there we go.
All right. So we will see everybody. I'm so glad everybody's back. I'm glad everybody had a really great Christmas. I'm glad everybody traveled safely. And listen, by the way, I think 3 hours out of the way is not really a big deal at all.
Yeah, not when you get to see. The stand was amazing.
Right. And if you're already there,
Yeah.
To me, 3 hours is not
Girl
really
math.
far out of the
Girl
way.
math to me sounds like, well, once we're already there, then the time that we lost has already been lost. So sunken cost is kind of how I see it, right?
Yeah.
And the time and the value that we gained from the memory that we shared by
Yes.
being at,
Even
and
Steven.
he agreed. So he was
And
like,
to come all the way home to want to go all the way
exactly.
back to see, to me, you saved money.
See, okay, first of all, I didn't even think about it that way, and I'm definitely going to use that because I did. I saved us money
You saved
because we
money.
don't have to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You literally got to make a memory while you were driving by.
Yep.
As big as the United States is, it was literally like a
It's
blip
big.
in time.
Yeah. It was only like 5
A
minutes.
blip. Yeah, it was
5
really
minutes.
truly only 5 minutes.
It's
Yeah.
a flip.
So if
Excuse
David,
me.
if you're listening, it's a
Yeah,
5-minute
it was a
drive,
blip.
sir.
It was a 5-minute drive, and it was so worth it. And honestly, for anyone, if you are ever passing through New Mexico and have a chance to stop at the White Sands National Park, it is pretty incredible. Just because it's not like normal sand, it's gypsum sand, so it's not like silica sand. So the way it interacts with like water, the way you step on it, it's I can't really explain it. You have to like really experience it for yourself, and then it's just white. It just looks like snow everywhere. But it's
Wow.
not snow. It's quite
So
incredible.
you know what? It's not even 5 minutes. It's no time at all.
It's no time
Yeah,
at
no
all.
time at all.
It's priceless.
It's
Exactly.
priceless. Did you take pictures?
Yes, I took a few
Okay.
pictures. Yeah, we did take
We're
a
gonna
few
need some
pictures.
to post. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I'll send the
We'll post
pictures.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, send those because I need a new backdrop on my phone because I use
Yes.
your pictures. Yeah. Perfect.
Awesome. Well, it was so good to see everybody. I'm glad that we're back. I'm glad everybody's feeling better. Gabby, I didn't know you're just coming out
Little
from the
bit,
flu.
yeah.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Yeah. We are asking we're asking Jesus to take us off the trials and tribulations list for
Yes.
2024.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
we're tapped out.
Yeah. We'll take the favors and grace for 2024.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'd like to subscribe for the package that includes lots of blessings.
Mhm.
Whichever package that is, that's the package I sign up for.
Yeah. I'm good being taken off the strong warriors list,
Yeah.
that one too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he is graceful and merciful all time. So we but not really, like we would take us off the list. But happy to see everybody. Happy to see everybody next week. I know Christine will probably talk to you tomorrow.
Yep. Probably.
And I love you guys.
Love
Thank you
you.
so much for watching. The replay crew, timestamps will be down below. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the show, we would really love a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be updated on the next episode. We'd be really, really grateful. Follow us on the socials, and we will see you next week.
Next
Bye.
week. Bye.
And that is a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you enjoyed yourself, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. We'd love to see you back next time. You can reach us at info@noassy.com. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram and even on your favorite podcast platforms. Until next time, bye.